What do y'all know about Stumble Guys? This game released around 2 years ago in the middle of, that whole Fall Guys craze that went around, that game coming back into relevance for about 5 fun-filled minutes. If you do know Stumble Guys, you probably know it for its ridiculous practices, such as charging $25 for pretty much useless currency, and also it's very well known for its emotes because half of them are pay to win, like this Karate Chop Spongebob one, or this Dungeons and Dragons D20 roll. And these things have made it kind of challenging to play if you're newer. Am I gonna say this is a good game? No, really isn't. I think it's fun. Yeah, I put my time into it, and they're in the middle of a Spongebob event, and that's very important context for this video, because in this Spongebob event, they've done something very strange. I go to the characters. You can see that right here is SpongeBob SquarePants, but if I go down, this is also SpongeBob SquarePants. And they are basically the same skin, but of course this one has added details that this one doesn't have. And SpongeBob, strangely enough, isn't the only character that they've done this with. If you were to, take a quick trip over to the store, you could see the Squidward skin. And I don't have the original Squidward skin, so I can't show you, but the old Squidward skin is just totally gone. You can't even purchase the old Squidward anymore. Here's the new Squidward you can buy right now. But the old Squidward used to be way down on this list. Like, here, next to this old SpongeBob skin. And now he's just gone. They've completely replaced him. He is just completely absent from the game now. So this video is pretty much about why did they replace these skins? And why have they made the older versions of the skins unobtainable? Well, actually, I'll get back to that in a minute. Well, first thing, this is the original SpongeBob skin that came out last year. And, is it very good?
No.
No, not particularly. But it gets the job done. Of course, this is a great improvement, right? But where the issue kind of lies with this skin is that even if you own this SpongeBob, like I do, this old SpongeBob skin, you need to buy SpongeBob again to get the better upgraded one like this. So, even though they've completely replaced Squidward, and the only way to still get Squidward is through the shop by paying $8 for him, you can actually still obtain the old SpongeBob skin. You have to go onto the console version of the game, and you could get him from the Stumble Pass, which is basically this game's version of the Battle Pass. But, even and the newer versions of the skins, they're not available on the console versions yet, so you can't even see the new SpongeBob skin or the new Squidward skin. But what's still interesting about the console version is if you go and look at the characters on the console version, the old Squidward skin is still missing. So, they've completely replaced Squidward and he is gone. So, like I was saying before, if you bought this SpongeBob at any time, even now in the past, a couple weeks ago, you still need to repurchase SpongeBob by buying this one. I bought it for the sake of showcasing in this video. I also find this one to be a big improvement. But why wouldn't they just give people, the new SpongeBob for free? And that's where my first point comes in for why they didn't just, why they decided to replace the old SpongeBob skins. They like money. Like, they really wanted money. The old SpongeBob skin, you could argue, needs an upgrade. I've shown it, and I won't lie. You can look at it. It's not great. It's alright, but it's not great. And he could have used an upgrade, but the fact that they're charging $8 for said upgrade is kinda greedy. And if you want to take one trip back to the store with me again, they're charging $25 for this currency that I have brought up is practically useless. Like, you can't use it for any particularly, like, really good items. Like, it is kind of just useless. So, they've kind of just repackaged a very similar skin at an upcharge, instead of making a new version of Spongebob, which they did during this update with the fancy Spongebob, which was brand new to this Spongebob event, not a returning skin or anything. They've just repackaged the same character with details that should have been there to begin with. And one more thing that very much interests me about this whole thing is that SpongeBob and Squidward were the only characters to receive updates, which wouldn't be a big deal, but look at this fucking Mr. Krabs skin, dude. Like, this Mr. Krabs skin is ridiculous. He needs an upgrade. They need to upgrade him. It's a fine enough skin, but I mean, you know, if they're gonna go back and upgrade the other SpongeBob skins, why didn't they just upgrade, you know, Mr. Krabs or Miss Puff too? And that's another thing. They wanted more money, but they were kind of lazy, and they didn't want to make more content, so they only re-released 2 of the skins, and made it so you had to buy them again. Was I giving into this issue by, you know, having both models to, you know, showcase, you know, to the video here? Yeah, I probably was. But I saw nobody bringing this up, like, anywhere. I even went on Reddit and made a post, and the post got no traction. Nothing. I went to the Stumble Guys Reddit, and no one even looked at it. So, I can only assume that they've, you know, decided to change SpongeBob because they like money. And to be fair, you probably could have figured that out without a video. I just needed to, I just felt like I needed to talk about it and, you know, get it out there. One more thing before I go. Thank y'all for over 200 views on my last video. I really appreciate the support that I've gotten on that video. I put a lot of effort into editing it, and I was very proud with how it came out, and I'm happy that you guys enjoyed. Oh shoot, sorry. I'm happy that you guys also enjoyed it. Yeah, no, that's about it. So if you're planning on, you know, getting the old or the new SpongeBob skin, you know, maybe think about your purchase of either skin first, make sure it's really the right one. With that being said, you might want to grab the old SpongeBob while he's still on the console version, because if it's anything like Squidward, I doubt that if I didn't own this one, I would still be able to get him. So, don't give in to their, you know, greedy and kind of shady marketing by advertising these as both the same skin, when they are both the same skin, and don't do what I did where they charged you twice for the same character. All in all, just buy Doodle Bob instead. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.